We are back with Duke Energy, just out with fourth quarter earnings. The company, as we said, 91 cents a share, stocks at near an all-time high, yielding about 4%, being a pretty consistent return for shareholders over the years. Lynn Good, I was really unfortunate you didn't have audio because I was saying such nice things.
I could hear you, which I appreciate the introduction. Duke has been a consistent 8 to 10% return stock, comprised of the dividend of 4% and then 4 to 6% earnings growth. We operate in jurisdictions with growing populations, 3 of the top 5 in the U.S., and a really strong capital plan as we add products and services and value for customers, so really well positioned for the future.
$50 billion capital plan over the next 5 years to go into the electric utility business, gas infrastructure business, as well as commercial renewables. And that should keep things percolating at the company, in your view.
Yeah, so the business is going through transformation, as you know, as we pursue cleaner forms of generation. This is an opportunity for us to add renewables, add battery storage, invest in the delivery system, and also the gas infrastructure to make sure all of that fits together to deliver seamless service to customers. So we've been able to demonstrate strong growth in earnings and strong growth for the future, really targeting 4 to 6% growth through 2024.
So, Lynn, if you're modernizing the power grid, which is so important in terms of conservation, but also just in terms of reliability, and I'm sure that I don't want my power company to get hacked where I don't have any power for like 6 months. That'd be the end of the world. You must spend a lot of time making sure the power grid stays reliable and isn't overused for energy.
So I think storm hardening and resiliency, and also resiliency against cyber and physical attacks, is something that we focus on absolutely every day. And the utility industry, the electric industry, has been very focused on making sure that we're making the investments in order to harden the system in a way that protects our customers into the future. And we've had experience over the last 4 years with extraordinary hurricanes, from Matthew to Irma to Dorian last year, and the investments necessary to return service quickly to our customers so they can resume their lives, our industries can return to service, is a high priority at Duke.
In the areas where you operate, do you have a feel for the strength of the local economies in all those areas? Is it inelastic, or can you actually tell whether things are going well?
You know, as I mentioned, we operate in Florida, North and South Carolina.
Sunbelt.
Yes. And those 3 states are in the top 5 for population migration. Yep. Every state also is exceeding national average on GDP growth. We also serve Nashville, Tennessee, which is at the top as well. And so we are positioned in an area that is growing. And along with that is a need for growing electric and gas infrastructure in a way that really builds the company. But we are delighted to be a part of economic development in each of our states so that we are also a part of attracting industry with low-cost energy and reliable energy so our states and communities can thrive.
So if we, 10, 15 years from now, the way you power the grid will be primarily what? Natural gas? What will it be?
The transformation is underway, and Duke, along with the rest of the industry, is working very actively to reduce carbon emissions. Our goal is to be at greater than 50% by 2030 and to net zero by 2050. For us, that means nuclear as a foundation. It means renewables. It means battery storage. It means great energy efficiency. And it means natural gas, probably for a couple of decades. We are also advocates for research and development on new technologies and new science that'll be in place in the 2030s and 2040s. It could take the form of longer storage battery or advanced nuclear or carbon capture. But I do think, as you said, there will be a transformation in those sources of energy over the next several decades.
Just wish that cold fusion would have worked, Lynn, Fleischmann and Pons. Remember that? Boy, that would have been...
I do.
I do. So have you applied for new nuclear permits? How long does that take now? Probably takes... That's why you said 2050. Probably takes till 2050, right?
No, it takes a couple of years to renew licenses. And we announced in September of this year that we intend to pursue license extension for all of our nuclear units. We have 11 of them operating in the Carolinas.
Andrew likes nuclear now, Lynn, right?
I've always liked nuclear. Always.
Yeah, he's a big nuclear proponent.
I think.
But those aren't applications for new ones, right?
No, that's for
those are applications to extend. And 50% of the power in the Carolinas comes from carbon-free nuclear. It's an extraordinary asset as we think about a carbon-free future.
Yeah.
When's the last time a nuclear plant was built in the United States?
Wow. Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina. It sounds like my vacation plans half the time. Anyway, Lynn.
Very good.
Yeah, you want me to come down and use a lot of energy. All right. Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Conserve a lot. Conserve a lot of renewable energy. I don't know. I got to figure it out. Thank you, Lynn. It was good to have you on this morning. Lynn Good,
Thank you.
CEO
My
of
pleasure.
Energy.